Everything you see behind me, plus a whole lot more, is for sale. I'm selling stuff that I swore I would never sell. I'm selling stuff that people have been trying to buy from me for years that I didn't want to sell. I'm selling stuff projects that we weren't able to finish. I'm selling everything.
Heavy D Sparks, known as the king of the diesel world, has finally confirmed long-rumored news at age 40. We will explore a shocking lawsuit that almost ruined his business. You might be surprised by his sudden shift to electric trucks, which has upset many of his fans. He also decided to sell his entire collection of monster trucks. Later, Diesel Dave and I will compete in the Brodozer, and we have an exciting stunt plan. We're not ready to share all the details yet. The real reason for these changes is more personal and complicated than people think. Heavy D Sparks has changed, and the whole story is just beginning. The downfall begins, a federal case. Dave Heavy D Sparks rose from humble beginnings to become well-known in the diesel truck community. Before becoming famous on TV, he worked hard in Utah, transforming old, discarded trucks into impressive machines. He had a clear goal: to make everything bigger and better. With no money to start, he revitalized junk trucks, using his skills to turn them into profitable vehicles. Heavy D teamed up with his friend Diesel Dave Curley to start Diesel Sellers, a shop that showcased their work on Instagram. What began as a small garage quickly gained popularity. They created towering trucks with high lifts and loud exhausts, catching people's attention and earning a large fan base. In 2016, their show, Diesel Brothers, premiered on Discovery and became famous worldwide. Heavy D led the crew, bringing excitement and energy to each episode. As their popularity grew, they took on bigger challenges and attracted millions of fans. By 2017, Heavy D had built a successful business, sponsoring events and hosting giveaways that attracted many participants. However, trouble was brewing behind the scenes. Legal issues surfaced when a group of doctors in Utah sued Diesel Sellers in 2016, claiming the team was violating the Clean Air Act. They accused the team of installing devices that bypassed emissions controls, causing trucks to emit harmful pollution. While fans saw this as a fun and rebellious act, the EPA and the doctors viewed it as a serious public health threat. After a tough court battle, a judge ordered Heavy D to pay $851,451. This ruling made it clear that their actions were illegal, and Heavy D's image took a hit. He had positioned himself as a fun rebel, but now he was seen as harming the environment. This situation forced Heavy D to confront a harsh reality. His fun persona on screen was now tied to serious legal troubles. His reputation suffered, and neither his crew nor his fans expected this turn of events. Betting it all on a dead truck, the pivot to electric. Heavy D Sparks is making a surprising move in the truck industry. Known for his powerful diesel vehicles, he is now shifting to electric trucks. This change comes after a challenging period marked by a lawsuit that harmed his reputation. In early 2024, Heavy D announced that he had purchased the rights to the Nikola Badger, an all-electric pickup that had promised much, but ultimately failed to deliver. The Badger became somewhat of a joke in the industry after its manufacturer, Nikola Corp., faced serious fraud allegations. The company's CEO was found guilty of fraud, leading to a significant drop in stock value, and the promised trucks never made it to the market. It was a disaster. The Badger symbolized broken dreams and unmet promises in Detroit and beyond. However, Heavy D saw potential, whereas others saw failure. He founded Ember Motors to revive the Badger with a fresh design and powerful features. He promised an off-road electric truck with 600 horsepower and an impressive driving range. This decision marks a significant departure from his diesel background. While some fans praised Heavy D for this innovative move toward a more eco-friendly truck, others felt betrayed, viewing electric vehicles as a threat to their beloved diesel trucks. Heavy D invested his time and resources into Ember despite the mixed reactions. He released early designs showcasing a truck that appeared tough and eye-catching. However, starting a car company is complex, involving challenges such as dealing with suppliers and fierce competition. Heavy D also announced, "We started building our next giveaway truck. Diesel Dave and I bought a Chevy Duramax from a guy at a gas station. We will customize it and give it away to attract more attention." On the surface, Heavy D seemed optimistic, pushing forward with his plans. However, some fans noticed he looked tired as he worked hard to turn his electric vision into reality. He is putting significant effort into this new journey, while gradually reducing his diesel operations. Why did he sell everything? The personal truth behind the yard sale. Why torch the kingdom? For years, Diesel Seller's yard was more than just an auto shop. It showcased Heavy D's most significant achievements. The yard was filled with famous vehicles, including the Bulldozer, a massive ex-military truck turned road warrior, and the Mega Ram Runner, a giant that made regular pickups look tiny. There were also countless modified semis, lifted haulers, and expensive monster trucks that shouted, "Untouchable." Fans traveled to see it, making the yard a hub for diesel enthusiasts in the center of Heavy D's business. Then, suddenly he made a shocking announcement. In mid-2024, Heavy D revealed on YouTube, "We're selling everything." There were no flashy promotions, just a straightforward tour of his collection with price tags on everything. Trucks, tools, custom builds, everything was up for sale. At first, fans thought it might be a stunt, but the way he delivered the news changed that quickly. There were no fake tears or over-the-top drama. Heavy D's tone was steady and serious. He wanted to reset his life, eliminate what was holding him back, and make room for new opportunities. For his longtime fans, the announcement was a gut punch. It felt as if he was relinquishing a vital piece of his identity. The customary buzz surrounding his endeavors had dimmed, and a palpable weariness hung in the air, suggesting that he was ready to step back rather than continue at the helm of his empire. Social media erupted with a flurry of speculation, ranging from fears of financial ruin and legal entanglements to questions about burnout from the relentless glare of fame or a desire for a clean slate. Heavy D offered little clarity, merely alluding to clearing the deck for what's next, leaving his devoted followers uncertain and intrigued. The decision to part with these beloved vehicles was particularly poignant. They represented far more than mere merchandise. Each truck was a chapter from his storied career, cherished for its size and power, and the memories it embodied. Known for his larger-than-life approach, selling such iconic trucks raised pressing questions. Was he truly turning his back on the diesel legacy he had painstakingly crafted over the years? Or was this merely a strategic maneuver heralding a secret comeback? The move to divest these prized possessions ignited rampant rumors of a total collapse of his carefully constructed empire. Yet beneath the surface of this sensational narrative lay a more profound truth, one steeped in personal struggles and the complexities of a life lived in the public eye, one that far surpassed the sensational headlines and surface-level conclusions drawn by the masses. The real reason Heavy D had to change: a personal reset. Heavy D is making a significant change in his life. After his recent yard sale, things felt different. In his latest video, he said, "I'm back. Remember when I mentioned we were having a yard sale?" His usual excitement was gone. There were no new shows or giveaways. Instead, he shared moments with his family, thoughts on faith, health updates, and reflections on life. This was a significant shift from his usual high-energy content. Some people thought he was struggling financially, retiring, or facing lawsuits. While there's a twist of truth in that, it's not the whole story. The Heavy D we once knew, who thrived on big trucks and loud engines, it is changing. At 40, he is focusing on a personal transformation. The lawsuits didn't wipe out his finances, but did impact his carefree attitude. His do-whatever-I-want mindset caused problems and drained his resources. This was a wake-up call. His approach had serious downsides. Now he's shifting towards Ember Motors and green technology. On the surface, this looks like a smart business move, but deeper down, it represents a clean break from his past. With environmental regulations tightening, it became clear he couldn't continue his old ways without facing consequences. So he turned to electric vehicles, which allow him to move forward without worrying about fines. This significant change often requires letting go of the past. For Heavy D, that meant selling his trucks. This wasn't a sign of defeat. It was a step towards freedom, allowing him to clear his mind and focus on what matters more. Building a huge empire takes its toll. The constant pressure of cameras, teams, and drama can drain anyone. Heavy D hit a wall, but instead of crashing, he slowed down to rethink his priorities. In a rare moment of honesty, he admitted that pursuing fame and fortune made him lose sight of what brought him joy. He questioned whether he even enjoyed the truck lifestyle anymore. This realization sparked his desire for a change. He is leaving the chaotic life behind for a chance at peace. Can Heavy D thrive in this quieter phase? Share your thoughts. Do you think his changes are clever or desperate? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more updates on real-life drama and exciting shifts.